Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. This time we have the Nestle Lion bar. And surprisingly, has a lion on the front. My colour scheme is generally sort of lion-y, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, not too bad. This is by Nestle, I think I might have said that. The lion appears to be saying, new recipe, extra crispy. So sounds good to me. I do quite like crispiness in my chocolate bars. Basically, this is a kind of similar-ish bar to a toffee crisp. Similar-ish. It's basically got caramel wafer and crunchy Rice Krispie bits. In fact, it says filled wafer with caramel and cereals covered with milk chocolate. So that's the official thing. It's a 50-gram bar, so that's quite heavy. It doesn't feel heavy, but that's quite heavier than the other bars. 241 calories a bar, 10.9 grams of fat, 5.8 of which are saturates. I have my trusty high-powered torch here just to help out there, because yep, that's right. Okay, yeah, so quite nice. It says a thing on no artificial colours, flavours or preservatives. Not really sure what that means because artificial is a strong word. So yes, let's have a look. So let's have a see how much how wide it is. So it's about 15.5 centimeters wide with the flourishes. Big flourishes on this. The bar's not straight edge, so it kind of curves over a bit. So the flourishes aren't quite as big as first appears. But yeah, you can see half the line's gone, half the bar on the other side's gone. So probably losing again another good 3 or so centimeters. Overall, yeah, it looks a nice, attractive bar. Right, so as I say, the proof is in the pudding. So let's get into it. It's not opened very well. Well, it's opened well for if you're eating it regularly, but because I want to get in all of it. Right, so here we go. So before I forget, I'll just give it a measure because I've been known to forget. Yeah, so at 12 centimetres, so yeah, we say about 15.5, did we say? Yeah, so 2.5, 3 centimetres. Lost a good size there, so yeah. Okay, so that's what it appears, looks like. So it's the most attractive chocolate bar I've ever seen in my life, I have to say. But you can see all the knobbles there. Yes, the cereals are crispy bits, so not too bad. So I'll give it a cut. Right, let's have a see. Okay, didn't cut amazingly well, but right, so here we go. So you can see there. So we can see sort of the outside layer of basically crispy chocolate covering with the crispy bits in. Then they've got a caramel layer. And we've got the wafer. I think it's separated with caramel. Yes, slightly seems to be. So that's the bar basically. So quite quite nice really. So yeah, so might be some crispy bits in the wafer. I can't quite tell. Might just be wafer. Yeah, from what I can tell, the crispy bits are on the outside with the chocolate coating. There's wafer in the middle, separated with caramel, and a sort of caramel crown on top of the wafer. It also actually goes around a bit like some hair. It goes down either side as well. So quite nice. Let's give it a go. Very chewy. Initial crispy bite as you penetrate the crispy chocolate covering. You get to a very chewy. Yeah, I think the wafer's slightly crunchy, but it's mainly chewy because it's just laid with a lot of caramel. Okay, so it's more like a drifter, this bar, than toffee crisp actually. You'd think from looking at the ingredients, looking at the bar, you'd think this would be a very like a toffee crisp, but it's more like a drifter. In fact, it's almost like it is a drifter on the middle, just with a crispy chocolate coating. I wonder if that's actually how they make these things. Never considered that before, but I think that probably is how they make it. I think this literally is a finger of drifter, just covered in a thick, biscuity chocolate layer. Yeah, I think that might be quite right, really. So, well, yeah, obviously we were just going to say that it might be more worthwhile getting this than a drifter, but drifter you get 2 fingers, so... Yeah, that's basically what this chocolate bar is, actually. I mean, never really thought about it before, but now I've discovered it. I'll try another bit. Yeah, let's have a little go. I get a slight hint of caramel, but not as good as a toffee crisp. Yeah, for me, toffee crisps are better than this. And I think I'd probably, yeah. For the reasons I would get this bar is because of the sort of caramelly, crunchy chewiness. And I think toffee crisps do that better. And the other thing is it's very similar to a drink. It's got that very chewy wafer centre, very chewy wafer, so it's not crispy at all because of all the caramel that's pumped around it in between it. And that's okay, but for me I wouldn't buy this bar for that sensation. I probably would go for a drifter for that. So for me, I think this bar's a bit of nothing actually. I think I'd rather have a drifter for what it does give you. If you get a bit more of that, you get 2 fingers with a drifter. And I think you do have the biscuity covering, but I don't think it doesn't really give you that sensation really. You're left with you have an initial crunch, but you're left really with a lot of chewy wafer really, which is not a bad thing, but it's not what I'd want from this bar. I'd want the more crispiness with this, which I think is why on the recipe it says now more crisp, but there's not enough. So I don't know what it was like before. I can't quite remember now, but it mustn't have been, yeah. I'm sure it was pretty much the same, to be honest with you. Yeah, and I think so basically I think a toffee crisp, I would get a toffee crisp over this every day. And if you want the chewy caramelly wafer sensation, get a drifter. I don't think I'd bother with this bar actually. I've never really thought about it like that before in the past, and I've always thought, Lion's not too bad, but I'd prefer a toffee crisp. But now I've realised it is basically a drifter, just covered in biscuity chocolate, crispy chocolate that's not really that, doesn't really give you enough, even though it looks like it does with all the novels. You just don't really get it, it doesn't work because it's too chewy. So you just get chew rather than the crisp, if you know what I mean. The sensation is overshadowed. So I don't know, for me I wouldn't bother with this chocolate bar really. I mean, it's a nice bar, but there's just other things out there that do it better really. Which is a shame because it's always been a bit of a classic. I do think there was a white chocolate Lion bar, and that was quite nice actually, because the white chocolate really gave it a different sensation, different taste, believe it or not. You got more than just the crunch and more than just the sort of chewy caramel. And I quite like that. A while ago since I had it though, so don't read too much into that. I could be rose tinted spectacles. but yeah, this, I don't know, this for me, you don't really taste the chocolate in this, unlike the white chocolate one from what I remember. The crispy bits don't really do anything. It's overshadowed by the chewiness of the wafer in the middle. And the wafer part, as I say, is basically a drifter. So just get a drifter where you get 2 fingers of, you get 2 of the insides basically. 2 of the biscuit bits for that, so you get more for that. And a toffee crisp gives you the crunchy caramel bits. It's just a lot nicer a chocolate bar really. So 3 out of 5 for me. This is not unpleasant, so I can't give it below 3. But it's just not as good as other things out there. Okay guys, shame about that really. Lion bar's always been a bit of a classic, and I think it will remain to be, but as I said in my other video I did, now I'm kind of reviewing them, looking at all aspects of it and comparing with other chocolate bars and really looking into it. Some of these bars don't really stand up to scrutiny, and this is one of them. Yeah, shame. Alright guys, well let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter and get in touch and like my videos or dislike them, you know the drill. Yeah, I hope to hear from you. Okay guys, take care. I'll see you next video. Bye for now. Bye.